Today I'm taking a look at the OLIGHT IMINI 2. So it is definitely a tiny little flashlight. So the interesting thing about this guy is that it is simply a break-apart flashlight. It actually has a much stronger magnet in it than I was thinking. And that's important because, as you can see on there, there is no physical button on there. As soon as you disconnect it, that is when it turns on. My only real concern with that would be if this thing was going to just like fall off if I had this thing on my keychain. But judging by the strength of that magnet, I do not think that that is going to be a problem. This back end is also doubling as our charger. That's just going to make use of the two power contacts. Cool thing about that is that we can plug that in, so we can get that guy charging. We can flip it around. We can plug it in like that, so we do not have to worry about, with most USB cables, you have to plug it in a certain way. For this one, that is not a problem. And if you look close, we can actually see there's a little red LED in there to let us know that it is charging. Nice and fairly discreet. If you keep it on your nightstand or something like that, you don't have to worry about that keeping you up. So it does come with this silicone cap to protect those contacts. Got a little hole on there so we can throw the guy on our keychain. So if you walk around with keys at work, you can just have this guy attached to it, and you just reach down, pull that guy off, and you got your flashlight ready to go. It's surprisingly bright for such a tiny little light. There's no focusing lens on there or anything like that. It's just a single flood style light. Now if we look at the base, we can see how that is going to make contact so that it charges whenever we have that plugged in. Very interesting, unique design. You can see we got that single large LED in the center, and we got a smooth reflector on the outside. Instructions, it says that is a 50 lumens, 21 meters, IPX6 main body. So that is just the main body. So I would not trust necessarily the contact on the back, but this by itself is IPX6. Weighs 19.5 grams, has a charging input of 0.16 amps at 5 volts, and it says it takes about 60 minutes to fully charge. So it looks like we got a second USB cover in the event that we lose the first one, and we also have a mini carabiner. So we can use that in assisting to attach to our keychain. We know this has a magnet on. I'm wondering if the magnet is actually on here. So will this be able to hold itself up? And if I put that on a metal surface, will that interfere with anything? Does not look like it will, because it looks like that pin is sucked in. Let's go ahead and see. And yes, it does. So that is fully capable of holding itself up. No surprise there, it's very light and it is a very strong magnet.
Okay. Yeah, and for like confined areas like this actually has a pretty decent flood to it. We can see a pretty good distance down that hallway. And plus with the fact I can just stick that right onto a metal surface, and I got plenty of light for seeing what I'm working on. And just with the ultra tiny form factor of that guy, like I keep on thinking if I got to work inside of an engine bay, most flashlights are going to stick out about like this. I could fit that in areas where I could not fit most flashlights. So overall, that is a pretty cool little light.